Never move once, but this time I have enough. No longer will we play on the inlaid library. Now in the past I did this once. As you can see, there are a couple of no movement challenges on my channel, and one of them was on the bone zone. Now that I remember it, that was actually one of the worst videos I've done in this challenge. So today we try to make it even worse, maybe, possibly, by playing Divano, who starts with Laurel, and we will play on Dairy Blend. There are so many waves that can easily kill you, but I want to see, maybe I'm entirely wrong. Maybe this is totally simple, so let's get started. Now in the very beginning I will start with Awake simply because it gives more revivals, but down the line this might change, and we already have Garlic, so that is amazing. That is pretty much what you're looking for. And these enemies in the very beginning, they are super easy to kill, so they are not a big deal. I'm not too concerned. But, Laurel again? No, let's reroll here. I want to go for reroll, Magic Wand. Magic Wand is always an amazing option, since, well, it just attacks the bosses that get too close. Now, Garlic is also amazing, because Garlic increases the knock- Oh, King Bible. Well, perfect, let's go for it. Garlic increases the knockback that enemies take once they get hit by Garlic, which means for you, you're more safe, there's less that can happen to you, and, well, yeah, that's just amazing. Now, one thing should be said, if we check out the stats, we have more recovery than normal, so this is actually probably the first time that I would be willing to go for a more tanky build, you know, with armor, with Pomerola, with Hollow Heart, so if I see them... Ooh, Tiragisu. Okay, Duplicator or Tiragisu, I think I'll go for Garlic. Garlic too is very important. Oh, I have to get a Trapdoor. I hope I didn't miss one already. Whenever I start these challenges, I'm totally still in, you know, the normal playstyle mentality, and I kind of forget that I have to play differently until I realize it like 5 to 30 minutes in, you know. I didn't say I'm a fast learner, you know. Okay, minute 1, that is not a big deal, and this is the amazing part about Garlic. So as you can see, gets pushed back further and further and further. Oh my god, that was close. The longer he's in Garlic, I mean, it does take some time, of course, it does take some time. Let's get more projectiles and Magic Wand, we can do this. Okay. I'm not too concerned with this. But you know what? While I'm doing this and waiting for the next wave, since we are literally just warming up, let's hear a message from our sponsor. Hi, I'm Dex, and I'm today's sponsor. Do you know what's free in life? Yes, correct. Hatred. But what's also free is just clicking this button. Look at it. There's no harm in it. It doesn't hurt you. Do we want to do it together? Let's check it out. Whoa. What was that? What just happened? Can you turn it off? Shh. Cut. Out. Is it out? Okay. Alright, and we are back. Still waiting. What do we do now? I don't know. I would say it's time to level up. There. And go. And what do I take here? I really want to have a Trapdoor. Well, what did you think? Of course that happens. There we go. Ooh. Oh. Okay, I'll take Empty Tome. I mean, I can't say no to that. That is an amazing weapon. Or passive weapon. I mean, you know, I used to call it an item. Technically speaking, I still consider it an item. But the developer calls it a passive weapon. I get so used to it that I started calling it a passive weapon. But some people really don't like that. It's fine. I understand it, but it is what it's called. Okay, minute 2. This is where the Chunky Boys come in for the very first time. I'm pretty sure I should be fine against Garlic for more damage. I mean, the thing is, this character gets armor, right? Yeah, we get armor, so we become more and more tanky. That means we don't take too much damage. Will this be a first try? You know, now that I look at it, we are actually doing amazingly well. Wow. Like, I just have to upgrade King Bible, I'm pretty sure. And that's it. Nothing will get through. Spellbinder? Oh, if I go for Spellbinder, then my tanky version doesn't really work out anymore. So let me not do that. I want to have the armor, I want to have the Pomerola, I want to have the Hollow Heart, and I just want to see how it performs. And Cherry Bomb. I mean, no. Now that I think about it, that might have been an amazing weapon. You know? everything considered, that would have actually been an amazing weapon, yeah. Attractor, perfect, wow, that was actually getting close there. And Attractor again, amazing. Garlic or King Bible? I think I'll go for Garlic for now. And Attractor again. I don't know what to say. That's just great. We have an insane defensive build right now. Laurel, Garlic, King Bible, Magic Wand just to deal with, you know, unique enemies. Let me go for Duplicator here, because we do need to stack up the King Bible a little bit. And I will have to check how long the duration of the King Bible is. I kinda want to avoid a situation where it's not permanently up. Umurula. There we go. Let's go. I guess I will just max out Garlic now, because it could happen that I get a chest at one point. And on the Dairy Blend, you have to know, every single chest can evolve, right? So that's amazing. Oh my god. Do you see the knockback increase he's taking? Like every single time he stepped on Garlic, he took more knockback, and now he just catapults away. Oh my god. Oh, that's actually hilarious. And the funniest part is, do you see that? Like, I do take damage, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing happens to me. Okay, the boss is still bouncing around. Maybe it would have been worth it to not pick up the magic wand for a bit, you know, just for a while, so it doesn't knock back the enemy, and then I might get chests, and maybe I'm even able to upgrade the Garlic. Laurel, sure, I should have went for wings. You know, just ridicule the entire thing. No, let's not do that. Okay. Minute 4, does anything change? Not really, right? Isn't this exactly the same wave? Maybe with a bit more ghosty boys? I'm not actually sure if anything changed. Whatever. Magic Wand, I don't care too much about that. So I'm just gonna banish... No, I'm gonna reroll. Oh, that was a mistake. Let's banish X. So usually in these challenges, you do go for Pentagram just to make sure that the experience on the floor doesn't stack up. But I gotta say, looking at this, it's actually going really well, right? Like, I don't really need it, so in that case, I could just take a different weapon. I'm not sure what I'll take yet, maybe something like Whip as the last weapon. There's a chest, let's max out Garlic, you know, as I said, we have a chance to evolve it, so I'll give it a try. But yeah, I could maybe go for Whip as the last weapon. What is even the next weapon that I want to take? Very good question. Maybe something like Santa Water? You know, just because it could evolve. I could definitely see myself doing that. Man, but so far this is actually surprisingly easy. I expected the beginning to be easier, but then it would ramp up and become so difficult that I have... Careful. 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 Oh, chest. That could have been a chest there. That right there could have been a chest, which doesn't really help me because I don't have Garlic maxed out. But it could have been one, you know. The theory is still... Oh my god. I just realized there are so many knockback immune bosses on this stage. Oh no. Wait, how do I deal with them? I think I might have to go for Pentagram, not for the usual reason, but just for the knockback. Okay, that's not great. Maybe I should have also went for Sarabande of Healing. You know, if I go for a healing build or a defensive build, that could have helped me a ton. In the future, I'll definitely try this out. The only issue is, technically speaking, an Awake is also healing, right? So, do I go for Center Water here? Sure, let's do it, why not? Like, I don't think it falls away too far. Like, no matter where it is, I will still get the experience. Oh, that's very far away. Oh, that's way too far away. Oh, why is this so far out? What? Why am I dying? Wait, what? Hey, stop that. Stop that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A couple of deaths are fine, you know? It doesn't matter too much. Ooh. Well, I'm kind of holding up, you know? Kinda. No! All of my experience! The Center Water was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. That was a very big mistake, actually. Hollow Heart, there we go. Okay, tanky build is on. Okay, tanky build is going on. We are doing it. This could have been a chest there. Right there. Maybe the next one. So the good thing is with Awake, every single time I die, I get bonus stats. And I think we had... Didn't I get Tiramisu? No? Oh, I guess I never picked it up. Right. Oh, that's right. I chose something else. Oh, that means I have less revives than I thought. That is a bit problematic. Okay, 7 minutes in, the next death. Now the good thing is most of the enemies are getting through right now, as you can see, so I'm getting experience again. But with the addition of Center Water, I might actually need the... what is it called? The pentagram now. Or, well, at one point. Not right now, you know. And I definitely need to upgrade something here, because I'm dying. Like, if I go for it now... we don't need to argue about that, I'll just do it, you know. It's that simple. Okay, well, very interesting. So my goal will be to max out Garlic and then Center Water and then Magic Wand, since those are weapons that can evolve. And if I would manage to do that, that would be huge. The reason why I want to do it in this order is because if I max out Magic Wand first, for example, it will become a Gatling gun, right? It will just... and nothing will get through anymore. That means I won't get any more chests, ever. That was just it. So I want to focus on it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, the green skeletons are really no joke. I kinda wish at this point I would have Pomerola maxed out. You know, and then max out the Hollow Heart to have more health. So Pomerola can keep healing me and keep healing me and keep healing me. So even if I'm on a very bad wave, I just end up healing everything up. But so far, the goddamn Laurel is showing up all the time. It's not really helping a lot, you know? I should start banishing stuff if I get something offered that I don't really want to upgrade. So I make it more likely that Tiragisu shows up. Now, will we definitely need Tiragisu? I don't think so. I think we'll be fine. But it's a very nice backup in case something goes wrong, you know? Like, I'm really scared about the bosses that can appear later on that have no knockback. And I really hope they can get wiped by Pentagram, because there are also quite a few bosses that are just immune to Pentagram. It does nothing to them. Oh my god. Well, that didn't do anything. That was actually very easy. Yeah. It turns out that wave is very simple if you don't have just 1 HP like with the Blazeholder character, in case you remember this. Okay, Garlic is maxed out. That means there is a chance that at one point I will max out Garlic. That is amazing. It's kind of funny how I'm continuously attacked. Like, they constantly break my shield and start attacking me. But I haven't died yet. What is my... Wow, 1.7 recovery, 10 armor, 10. Well, that explains it. That really explains it well. Okay. I mean, I can't really complain too much, you know. It's not optimized, it's not amazing. But I would say, overall, it's going very well. You know, if they would stop hitting me, that would be great. I know. Maybe I just have to bump up the King Bible a bit. I'm not too concerned about playing it optimal right now, because we are doing it right. Like, you don't really need to be too concerned if you're not dying. Okay, well, that was, yeah, 2 bosses just gone. Oh, thank you. I think the dream of the evolved Garlic will never ever happen. It just won't happen. I'm actually really hesitant to upgrade the Center Water, I gotta say. Because if it gets to such a high level that it will just always be around me, then that means it will just cut out a lot of experience. Like, it's no longer about whether there's too much experience on the stage, that the red gem gets generated and I no longer get experience. It's not about that. What it's actually now about is, I need the experience. Please give me the experience. I'm not killing anything. Look at my kill counter. It's ridiculous. So one weird thing that I'm noticing is, whenever Center Water goes to the left here, this one is super far in. Do you see that? How far this one is in? Wait, how does this make sense? Everything else is on the circle here, right? Well, this one is also a bit further out, but not too much. And then it gets to this one. Yeah, look at this. What is going on with that? I've never seen... Oh, no. Wait, okay, that's no problem. We have Pentagram. I want to say this is a problem because there are so many enemies. Don't push them into me. Are you dense? Oh, I need to kill them. Oh, I need to kill them badly. Ooh, that's not good. That's Arcana bad. Wait, get on me again. Okay. Fine. I didn't need Sarabande of Healing. That wouldn't have been amazing. I don't care. I don't need it. No. Armor! There we go! Oh my god. Tanky version is going. Now we might actually be at a value of armor where it doesn't even matter to get armor. Which sounds weird, but in the game, the minimum damage that you can take is 1, right? So, let's say you have 10 armor and the enemy has 3 damage, or 5 damage, or 9 damage, or 11 damage, all of those will result in exactly 1 damage. It only matters if the enemy has a lot more HP than that. It only matters if the enemy has the higher value, like let's say you're at 10 armor, and now an enemy comes along with 16 damage, and yes, the plus 5 armor, they would actually help you a lot. I'm actually not sure if there's anyone in the game that has those values. Like, bosses have a very high value, but I think theirs is 30 or so. So, like, minus 5 is nice, but whether you take 20 or 15 damage at that frequency of attacks is like, both will kill you. Okay, orange guys don't seem to be a big deal. Oh no, not the pushers again. Oh, stop that. Okay, well, that was actually good. Okay, nice, very good. Very good pentagram. For once, I'm very proud of you. I need to get up magic wand. Yeah, no, this will not happen if I don't get magic wand up. It's actually quite ridiculous right now. If this was any other character that I previously played, I would have been dead like 10 times already. And this dude, for some reason, he just tanks through like a champ. And he's like, I don't care. I don't care at all. Okay, and I just realized I didn't get Tiragisu. That means I'll be missing HP, I'll be missing stats, and I'll be missing armor. It's fine. Like, I'm not dying, right? Stop that, please. It just continues. I thought at one point it would get better. I'm not really sure why I expect that if I don't upgrade my weapons. Like, I just upgrade the defensive stuff, which, yeah, it works. I'm still alive. But, like, how am I expecting to still get levels? How am I expecting to kill any boss in the future? Okay, pentagram cleared the screen again. Ooh. So there's a very, very negative effect in the game, which everyone knows, but no one, or, well, no, not a lot of people pay attention to. Which is, when Pentagram wipes, it spawns all the enemies at once, right? And they all rush at you at once, so there's no globbering up, there's no shoulder-to-shoulder behavior, where they try to get through, but they bump into each other so they don't get through. And as you can see in our case, that's actually quite dangerous. Yeah, that could end up being a big problem. Let me go for Magic Wand. I think I just have to max out Magic Wand here, to be a bit more defensive. And after that, I think I will just max out the King Bible. And after that, I will max out Center Water. Maybe I should actually put the last level into Laurel. The thing is, we never even reached that stage of Laurel, you know, to get that many shields. So far, it hasn't mattered. Okay, if I don't get Pumarula very soon up, then this is totally useless. So let me get the Pumarula. You know, the healing of Pumarula is very... yeah, not that optimal. It doesn't really do that much. And now that we have stronger enemies, you also notice that, yeah, more... ooh, no, this is not good. Oh, this is really not good. Oh, don't move in too much, please. Yeah, okay, well, back to it again. Imagine you arrive at your job and you're like, hey, Joe, you'll... oh, what did I drop? Oh, whatever. You'll just sit there for 30 minutes and you'll get slapped by everyone. That's your job. This is what this dude is doing right now. And the worst part is, it's most likely not over after 30 minutes. Because I don't see myself winning this one. Like, by far not. Okay, this is the last revive. If you lose... okay, well, you wanted to lose that one. It was your choice. You didn't need to, but you did. Well, yeah. So that means whenever I go to 0 now, that was just it. Who decided to pick Center Water, by the way? I thought it would be a bit easier to get chests, you know? I didn't expect this to happen. Well, I mean, I'm kind of pushing them back right now. Yeah, let me go for more King Bible. I think I've abandoned my good old maid too much. Fun fact, actually, I really dislike King Bible since pretty much forever. And I still dislike it. I don't like using it, but I value it a lot in challenges. Like, I value it as one of the best weapons in the game, but only if you also have garlic. Without garlic, King Bible becomes a lot worse. Oh, is this one of those dudes? No, is he taking knockback, or are the mates pushing him back? Oh no, he doesn't take knockback. Did you see how he just walked through? Okay. Do you think that was funny? Oh my god. Tiragisu star. Now, I wanted to go for a fully offensive build this time. You know, just to kill everything. But now that I have Tiragisu from get-go, maybe I'll just keep it. I mean, I could definitely do that. The duplicator either way didn't help me too much, you know. So, wow, that is amazing. There we go. Okay, nothing can happen to me. I would say we see each other at around 2 minutes maybe to check in. Yeah, we don't need to repeat the stuff we've already seen. Really? Really? Why? I guess I really need a magic wand. Okay, could you now die? Guy? Really? Why? That's be... Okay, Laurel, armor. Yeah, let's go for it right away. Okay, that will be good. I'm taking it... Wow, I'm taking way less damage. And there we go, we actually got a chest from him. Okay, was it worth it to die once or twice? How many times did I die? 3 revivals left, you have 4, 5. I died twice. Wow. Wow. And another level of Tiragisu. I'm having a bit of a problem right now. Okay, well, I mean, obviously what you're seeing here. And that I don't have a tracked orb. But I don't find my phone anymore. Okay, maybe I should just reroll a bit. Yeah, okay. Let's do it, there we go. Pomarola. Oh, that could help me a lot. I mean, these would also be good, but I think I'll just take it, so I have it. There we go. Oh my god, that was amazing. Armor right away to take less damage, or Laurel? I think I'll go for armor this time. And Hollow Heart? What was the last one? Duplicator, right? Yeah, I will just take Hollow Heart here. So the benefit about having Hollow Heart early is, if you max it out before you revive, revivals put you back to 50% HP, right? And that means if you have more base health because of Hollow Heart, you'll recover more health when you revive. So there is strategy to this. But that also means, the earlier you die without having the Hollow Heart maxed out, yeah, the less benefit it brings. Okay, I really need something to deal damage for me. Like, I'm not killing anything and we are about at 3 minutes. So I think 3 minutes was very easy, right? Or was it the skeletons? Oh no, no, the green skeletons were later. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure, die. Sure. Hollow Heart? I have 3 revivals left. Yeah, let's do that now. Okay, no, this one is ease. Oh, it's the boss. I need magic wand or something. I need some... He doesn't deal a lot of damage to me, does he? Wow. No, not whip. That is... Yeah, that's a bit too early. Yeah, he doesn't deal a lot of damage to me. Did he just warp over to my left side? I mean, I will die, guaranteed, but does this help me? Maybe Pomarola, if I just heal enough, maybe he can't kill me. No, he's still killing me. Yeah, I'm guaranteed to die here. Okay. Could I maybe get a magic wand, please? That would be really amazing. Like, please? Come on. Don't do this to me. Wow, I'm really bulky now. Oh my god. Look at this. It takes him so... Like, you have to imagine that it's right now a boss hammering on me. And it takes so long to get me down. Wow. Okay, garlic. I think I'll go for... that is a... Well, no, I have a couple. I'll go for garlic. I need a bit more damage on it. It's right now my only weapon that I have. This is a choke. Come on, don't kill me. He will kill me. And there we go. It is what it is. Okay, could I please do something? Fire wand could... No, fire wand is a bad idea. Yeah, it's a really bad idea. It just randomly shoots and will start killing off the enemies super duper far away. So, I actually wouldn't mind if I managed to max out Garlic and evolve it with his chest. Like, I'll take the deaths, right? Well, is that really worth it? Because Garlic doesn't do that much evolved. Oh, I don't know. I guess a tracked orb. Yeah, there's a chest. Triple chest? Why? Why is this all that I get here? That is so not worth it. Okay, back to searching my phone. Okay, I totally forgot this will happen. So I do have King Bible now. But, Yep. We definitely need Magic Wand. Or something to attack. Oh ho! Okay, let's go. I mean that... Oh my god, did you see how he got catapulted away? In German we would say, du Opfer. Okay, but, I died now again. Was that my last revive? It was! Oh, that's not great. So what do I do now? Do I actually just want to go for spinach to buff up the garlic? But that will never ever save me later on. But is Duplicator really that much better? Well, could have been so much easier. Could have been. Oh my god, you won't believe it. The phone was right in front of me. I don't understand how I haven't seen it. Okay, so I'll try out the Sarabande of Healing. More because I'm curious and less because I think it's good. Is that fine? I guess it is, because I will just kill them naturally, right? Like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that is fine. I don't even need garlic, maybe. Oh, that would be hilarious. And there's the tracked orb. Well, didn't do that much. But it's good having it, you know. No, I do need garlic. If I don't have garlic, then the bosses don't take enough knockback to fly away. Right. Okay, well, I mean, but no, I will go for garlic. Well, no, I will. So the main problem in this run will be that I do not have the awake effect, and that obviously makes it a lot more difficult. Like, a lot more difficult. And Laurel, Empty Tome. Let's max out the Empty Tome. I have a feeling if I get Empty Tome far up, it will just be super strong. I mean, it should be, right? It's Empty Tome, the best passive weapon in the game. Okay, I just realized the range guys are here, and I don't have garlic. Well, do I need it? So, garlic is the one that destroys their stuff. But with Sarabande of Healing, well, okay, let's just roll for it. Like, what's the worst thing that could happen? King Bible! Well, that's not a worst thing. There we go. Easy. Easy. Yeah. Okay, nothing is happening to the boss. Well, what? How did you die? Well, like, okay, Magic Wand actually does deal proper damage against the dude. Like, he's not strong. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I died, and that gave me the Sarabande nuke. Yeah, that did so much damage. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Like, whenever you revive, then it deals the damage to the surroundings that you healed, right? Because it's also recovery, and we had 160 health. That was just done in AoE. Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay, there we go. Laurel, Duplicator. I don't really see why I would go for Duplicator right now. Maybe it would be the right choice overall, but I think I'm fine without it for now. I can't believe I'm this far in without garlic. I still believe I will need it in the well, there it is. Carello. Are you kidding me? Wait, that is the second one, right? The first one was Cherry Bomb. Okay, let's go. Garlic, there we go. Finally safe. Now, one thing that we are missing this time for the tanky build that we had the last time is we don't get armor and health from the revivals, right? Which was a big chunk of what made me so tanky. But as long as we have the explained threshold, you know, the enemies always dealing 1 damage, that should be more than fine. But it becomes a bit more difficult once we face bosses that, for example, have 20 damage, right? That's a very big difference there. Okay, King Bible. Yeah, let's max out King Bible a little bit. Wow, okay. I don't have a lot of options here. I mean, I don't mind going for Laurel, I guess, but that means I also need to max out Empty Tome, since Empty Tome will put down the reduction a lot, right? Yeah. Okay, so wait, I could actually go for the Hollow Heart here. Let's see how long it takes to recover that. It should be fairly quickly. Yeah, do you see that? That is a very decent rate. Wow. Wait, let's check out my healing rate on the next level up. It's only 1.5 actually. That is not a lot. I mean, that's amazing that it heals that fast still. And there we have Pomarola. That means now my healing will go up by a lot. And you know what's the best part about this entire thing? The Sarabande of Healing also counts as knockback, so when a boss comes too close and gets hit by garlic, they will actually catapult away. What is going on? Why didn't he care about Sarabande? Why doesn't he care about Sarabande? What? Weird. Very weird and interesting. I mean, I don't take a lot of damage, but now imagine this with a stronger boss. Oh no, this will not be good. Oh, Empty Tome, welcome. I hope I didn't move. I don't think I did, but I just burned my finger and then I rapidly moved my other hand. And that might have caused a move. I don't think I did. I think all is good. King Bible or Tracked Orb? I don't think I need to track. Oh, I should actually go for it. Yeah, I'll go for it ASAP. So considering everything, I might actually go for Fire Wand, just as another projectile. No, not you again. Just as another projectile that gets shot out from my body. And that should help me whenever I get surrounded like I did in the previous run. Oh, that would have been an evolution. I mean, I'm still happy about the Penta chest, like you can't complain about that. That's actually amazing. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? 5 3 levels at 23. Wow. That is worth so much. Oh my god, that is amazing. And it's not just the level ups that I instantly got right. It also means that the stuff is closer to being maxed out and I can just focus on other things earlier. Which is great. Like Empty Tome, for example, which I didn't get for quite a while, and it was instantly a level up option. Oh no, the big boys again. I should have put more into Garlic. Yeah, I just leveled up Hollow Heart, you know. I think Hollow Heart I should wait until the very end to go for that, or if nothing else is offered. But doing something like Hollow Heart over something like Garlic is a very bad idea. Especially now that my King Bible is so far out. Like, it doesn't really help me out here. It doesn't apply the Garlic effect yet because it's so far out. So the enemies take way less knockback than they usually would. Well, I will get a level up here, that's good. So, could I please, you know, get a level up? Yep, there we go. Okay, Laurel, sure. Why not? Wow, I actually think my Sarabande of Healing is doing quite some damage. Let's check this out, I want to see that. Yeah, so it's pretty much like a second Garlic, isn't it? Ooh, I see a lot of zeros. How much damage do I deal? 1.7. Does it double the damage? No, it doubles the healing, so it should be 3.4. And that is the damage it deals to the enemies, which is pretty much the equivalent of nothing. Okay. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. Like, just to understand, if the enemy has a base health of 3 to 4, and we take around 25 to 30 hits to kill them with Sarabande of Healing, you know, with the reference of it does nothing. So, that's not so great. Oh, that King Bible is actually very good. Yeah, ooh, wow, the damage, look at this. And the good thing is it's still in range. Ooh, boss. Okay, that one died, that's good. I'm kind of scared about this one. Well, so far he didn't get in, and there's King Bible 8. Oh, I could actually go for Spellbinder as well. No, I want to go with the... I have all the tank weapons. So, I could drop Duplicator. Is that a good idea? You know, dropping Duplicator for the sake of Spellbinder? That might actually be a very interesting choice. Since Duplicator is there to help out the King Bible with more books, but if I get Spellbinder, it also helps out the King Bible, just not as good, I guess. But then again, it would allow me to evolve the King Bible. Maybe I'll do that. Empty Tome is maxed out. Is this the character with the... No, okay, he has normal cooldown. The other guy is the one with negative 20%. I can't wait to play a no movement challenge with the other character. And I would say, like, I would love to do this on Gallo Tower. The problem is you constantly get shot at by the stars, right? So, you will eventually die. There's nothing you can do about it. No, I decided Spellbinder. Well, but imagine I had 7 books instead of these 5. That would be so much more coverage. Yeah, that would actually be quite insane, wouldn't it? I don't know what to think. And I would love to go for Whip and have it work out. The only problem is I don't have that many slots. And if Whip fails, you know, like, or let's say it kills the enemies too far away, then I can either way never evolve it. It will just never work. Okay, Hollow Heart for a bit more healing or Garlic. I will focus on Garlic now to get it to level 8, just for the rare case that an enemy actually gets on top of me. But this one is easy this time. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, I just remembered. I need to max out the magic wand ASAP. Garlic, sure. Let's max out Garlic. I will do it if it's offered, but I'll prefer the magic wand. And also the Pomarola. Like, it's level 1 right now, right? Yeah. So, we would get another 0.8 healing, which is double to 1.6 per second. That is a significant amount. Especially with Laurel recharging, recovering, you know that I can't take damage and have the invulnerability effect from it. That is not insignificant. Whip, Hollow Heart. Okay, sure, Hollow Heart, why not? Recover that little bit of health. How much health do I have now? 331. Okay, well, there we go. Hey, and before you complain that I go for a build that is tanky and that is not the optimal way to play it, I've done like 8 of these, right? Doing the same thing every single time, can you imagine how boring this gets over time? Like, really boring? I totally understand if this is your first video of mine that you see that you're like, Dex, you suck! You should do this and this and this cookie cutter build. I get it, I know, I've done them. I've done them plenty of times. But at one point, if you do them too often, you know, you're like, okay, this again, same story. The moment I see I don't get the stuff that I need, then it's like, yep, GG, game over, I can just restart. So the funny part is, with all these shooters around, you know, they just stay there. They take up the mob cap. Okay, it's not a lot anymore because they constantly keep getting pushed in and die eventually. But you get what I mean, right? The more of these that stay around, the less of the other mobs will spawn. And that will just make it a lot easier in future waves. Possibly. So, let's see how that turns out. Okay, there we have Garlic level 8. Amazing. Now it's maxed out, and as you can see, it aligns somewhat with the King Bible. I think this is good enough, right? This should be more than good enough. Not that I can change anything. Oh, could you stop pushing the enemies into me? How much damage do I take, I wonder? Oh, instantly healed up. Dude, I'm a tank. I'm an actual tank. They can't do anything. Oh, there's the Arcana. But yeah, they can't do anything against it. Okay, to be fair, I already said that in the past, and then I died to the bosses that don't take knockback. So let's not celebrate it too early. But over there's a boss, I can't reach him. I mean, oh, duh. Like, how am I supposed to know that? Pomarula again or Armor? I'll go for Pomarula. I'll go for Pomarula just because it helps me damage-wise. And it recovers my health, right? I really hoped on this floor I would evolve multiple weapons. But as it turns out, it's not different from all the other stages. It's pretty much the same. I mean, we got a Penta chest, I shouldn't complain too much about that. But it happens often that you get the early chests, you know, or Magic Wand, or I'll go for Magic Wand. Yeah, the early chests you get them often because your knockback is not yet maxed out, so they get through. But it's the enemies after that, you know, that could actually evolve because you have something maxed out, like now with the Garlic, you know. That are the ones that you really want. And I'm not getting any so far. But I think it's also a point in time where I really need to max out the armor, since I'm almost certain that the boss deals more damage and I have armor. And that would mean for... Is that boss moving on top of me? No, push him further up, push him further up. He has to be on top of me. Down there I can't pick up the chest. If he's on top of me, come on, push him further up. Just a little, bump him into me. Come on, you can do it. No, what are you doing? Ah, maybe the moment he gets pushed up... What is my mouse cursor doing? Stop that, that's ugly. There we go. Maybe the moment he gets pushed up, he dies. Oh, that would be... Yeah, okay. Now, as you can see, his head was up here, right? But his body was down here, so if he was on top of me, that would have landed right on top of me. Armor, there we go. Perfect. So, do I just go for Whip now and pray that I somehow evolve it? I mean, it's very optimistic, given that I have 3 weapons that I can evolve. Well, 2 right now, you know, but I want to go for Spellbinder. If it ever shows up, you know. Ruler, there we go. I swear to God, if I win this run, I don't know what to do. Because I trash talk Sarabande of Healing every single time I get the chance doing it. Like, please don't get further than the previous run. Okay, I mean, those are tank runs, right? So this is where Sarabande of Healing should be the best. So we can't... Ooh, Spellbinder, let's go. We can't really compare it to the previous run, but just how another run with damage would perform. Well, as it turned out, if you have Spellbinder and the thing is just permanently up, they don't really get through anymore. Like, some of them do rarely, yes, sure, but they also die a second later to our Magic Wand. Wow. Okay, let's go for armor now, because we are expecting the boss to move in, and he will just go past King Bible, right? That will not stop him. And I think he spawns at 15 minutes, that means I really want to have another upgrade for my armor. That would be amazing. Where is he? Was it 15 minutes or 16? I don't see something. I don't see a boss. No, there's no boss. So it's 16 minutes, okay, that's more than enough time to get the level up. Perfect, come on. That's not armor. Oh, what's this? Spellbinder, sure. How is it that I have no other weapons right now? At this point I would kinda... Well, okay, I honestly never picked anything, so that's my fault. So, the funny part is, if I never kill these guys, they will just take up the mob cap. I mean, sure, over time they will get pushed into me by enemies walking by, like that dude here. Just push this guy. And eventually they will get pushed into me and die. But do you see, there's like no enemies around me. If I don't pick Pentagram, that will not change too much, you know? I think I'll just keep it like this if I see Pentagram. I'll not... Oh no. Okay, big boy. You You know what time it is? It's time to evolve a weapon of mine. It's... Ha! He actually killed me. I can't believe it. Okay, this just fails all the time. What about Heart of Fire? You know, we are very tanky, so the enemies will hit me a ton. And maybe I can even go for guns then. Like, I dubbed it, but I can try it out, you know. There's armor. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. So I should kill all of these enemies, right? Yeah, easy peasy. Okay, that was a quite easy one. And let's go for Tiragisu. Dude, if I had Tiragisu on any of the other runs, it would have been so easy. Like, so easy. Especially, like, think about it. The boss was on top of me, right? I'm pretty sure eventually he would have died. Oh my god. Oh, that's a tough choice. I'll go for the Tract Orb, because technically speaking, I have a garlic on me right now. But yeah, it would have been so easy since he would have died on top of me. I would have gotten the chest, and with that, I could have evolved one of my weapons. But, okay, let's try it Heart of Fire and see what happens. Oh my god. I didn't die to that boss. I always die to that boss. Do I go... No, I'll go for LOL here for shield. So the nice part is, when you have LOL, it still applies the Heart of Fire effect to the enemies, right? But I think it's about time that I get something, you know, either healing or armor. No, armor doesn't matter here. What I need is... no, that's right. No, what I need is a garlic. I just need garlic. At 2 minutes, the big boys will spawn, and they will definitely survive the Heart of Fire for a while. So please, that's not garlic. Why do I still take the Spellbinder? Who cares about evolving King Bible? But the funny part is, I'm actually recovering health. Like, do you see that? Here. I was at this little fist down here, and now I'm up here. It takes some time, you know, but it's definitely working. Garlic. Oh, finally. Okay. So they won't last very long around me. I mean, okay, nothing really changed. It's the same stuff. At least the green guys get one shot as well. That's very important and very good. Okay, magic wand. I will need that. Wait, I did die, right? Yeah, no, I didn't die. Oh my god. Wait, so I have 2 revivals right now. I will get a 3rd one. I'm gonna be so mad if this will be the run that works out. I mean, actually, no. Heart of Fire makes a lot of sense. Like, you have a tank character, so obviously you take something that comes into effect every single time you take damage, because you take, like, no damage from the attacks, right? Oh, should I go for Rune Tracer and attempt to evolve it? Big brain move. Retaliation. Of course. But I have to do this as the very last weapon, because it will just wipe out everything on the screen, right? Yeah, I will do that. As the very last weapon, I'll attempt to get Rune Tracer. I mean, the chance of me evolving it is near 0, but with a character that has so much armor, it will be insanely beneficial to do that. Empty Tome, okay, there we go. So do I have everything that I want? I do not have Hollow Heart this time, which is actually a slight problem. Yeah, I guess it's fine-ish. Komrola, there we go, more healing. And the best part is, even this boss here, do you see how far he gets knocked back now? Because he walks into Garlic, and then he gets exploded and Magic Wand hits him, and it's just like easy peasy. Nothing can happen to me. Wow. That is unbelievably easy. So the boss at 5 minutes will be the same guy as this one, so I see no threat. But after that it will become a bit more difficult, so I really want to have my weapons, you know. So I really wonder if the Fiera de Tuthello would be a good weapon. And I think what... Huh? Really? I mean... Nice. Sure, that could have been an evolution. I really need to max out my weapons earlier. I don't know, like, I really want to go for the tanky side first to make sure that I'll survive, and then I can go for the weapons. But if I focus on weapons... Okay, well, they were also not really offered, so that's, you know, that's a reason for that. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go for Garlic, there we go. No, but if I go for Fiera, you know, it's a gun, it doesn't deal a lot of damage, however, it will have the Heart of Fire applied to it, and it's a perfect weapon to deal with bosses that just walk through and attack you, right? Yeah, so it would be something like the Rune Tracer that I just get at the very end, so I think next up I'll get King Bible, and after I'm done with King Bible, after it's maxed out, then I will go for either Rune Tracer or the gun, whatever shows up first. Oh, I just realized, since I have retaliation damage, if I go for armor, that is technically speaking damage, since every piece of armor that you have increases the damage of retaliation by 10%. Which, to be honest, the damage is quite low. It doesn't really do a lot. But you know, it's having 10% or not is a huge AoE around me, right? Yeah, so let's go for this one. That didn't do a lot, that was wasted. Okay, I gotta tell you, this is just really weird. I don't know. I'm just watching how the enemies start dealing a lot of damage to me. Suddenly they're no longer dealing damage to me and I just heal up everything. You know, it's kind of a weird situation over here. I mean, I enjoy it, it's funny. But at the same time, it's like... I don't know. It's a bit weird. And maybe I will also, instead of going for Rune Tracer and getting the retaliation damage, I know, boo... But I might as well, because I have to evolve it, right? That's like the thing that is needed to make this work. I could also just try to go for the Fire Wand and the guns, right? So that will give me a huge amount of burst against enemies that get close in. And I'm still really concerned that I will not be able to deal with the enemy later on. The big boss that comes in. Can you stop pushing them into me? Ouch, that was a lot of damage. Okay, Magic Wand level 7. I don't really need to max it out, but I guess I'll do it, because it gets another 10 damage. Yeah, that has a lot of value. Okay, I'll give it a try. Here is Fiera to follow. Because I'm losing a lot of health, you know. Well, wow. That pretty much just immediately cleared all the enemies around me. Or maybe it was because a new wave spawned, maybe. That could also be. No, but it did really well. And that is a level 1. Wow. Well... Yeah, no, wait. Oh, boss is pushed down again. Yeah, I'll never get the chest down here. And that could have been a 50-50 whether it gets pushed up or down. Oh. That could be an evolution. Boys, that could be an evolution. That's... that sounded like if you sit on a hamster or something accidentally. Okay, whatever. Oh my god. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Do you know how much damage this weapon will get? How much damage? If I keep taking damage, it will just ramp up more. So the way Soul Eater works is, every single time you recover 60 health, and you actually have to recover it, like it doesn't work now where I have full health, it will give 1 base damage to Soul Eater. But it's not even 1 base damage, it's just 1 damage, right? So that means whenever the enemies pummel me, like here, it's not something bad, it's actually something amazing. And since it's my main damage dealing weapon, it will also get a ton of kills overall and heal me back up. Because Soul Eater only heals you if it's the weapon that kills the enemy. So if it does 99% of the damage, but then a Fiera to follow, gun explosion comes in and takes away the kill, you won't get healed. But oh my god, that is amazing. So do I just go for King Bible here? Or Empty Turret? Well, let's go for King Bible. I'm a bit concerned that I might get into positions where I'm forced to pick something later, you know? So I rather want to have this stuff, but that is amazing. Oh, I gotta say, I'm really split between the Rune Tracer and the Fire Wand, you know? I know I will never be able to evolve the Fire Wand, but it can just blow up a boss. Like, just imagine it goes with 5 shots, each dealing 90 damage. That will just blow up a boss like crazy. Oh my god. That is the 3rd rare weapon we have seen so far. Rune Tracer or Bone? Okay, I can't say no to Bone. I'm sorry. Wait, my build is actually not made for Bone. Like, I don't have Candelabra, I don't have Spinach, I don't have Brazier. Oh, that could have been a very bad mistake. You can't say no to Bone when you find a Bone. It's so rare. I mean, except for the merchant over there, you know, that gives you the Bone. Let's ignore that. It used to be such a highlight to get this weapon, and now it's like, yeah, I know it's rare, but I could have also just bought it right over there. Just a teeny tiny step to the right. Yeah. Honestly, I think the Rune Tracer evolution would have been a lot cooler. But again, we have the same problem. We actually need to get the evolution right. It's not just, oh yeah, you got the weapon, now you can evolve. No. No. I need to have it maxed out, and then a boss needs to drop on me. And if that ever happens, it also needs to the Rune Tracer, and not King Bible, not the Magic Wand, no, the Rune Tracer. So the chance is like really, really, really low. Oh my god, look at all the healing. Wait, do you realize where the healing is coming from? The projectiles the enemies are shooting count towards the healing. Yes, Yes, they actually do. That means even if a boss pummels me, which happens in 15 seconds if I'm not mistaken, I will just heal like crazy. Oh my god, imagine I had Sarabande of Healing here. I mean, who would have expected that this would actually happen, right? And it could have also been Magic Wand evolves to Holy Wand. It was a 50-50. Okay, but wait. I think we will be able to evolve the Magic Wand, right? Because this boss will get on top of me, since he takes no knockback, as you can see. And that means I'm guaranteed to get a chest. Here. How much health does this dude have? That's a maxed out Magic Wand with Soul Eater. With the Heart of Fire. What? He's still not dead. And bones. Okay. But like, I mean, I'm glad, but like, do you know what that means for the future? How am I supposed to do that? Now my healing will disappear. And the good part is I still have 1 revival left, which is that good? Because at this point, you know, I would have maybe rather had 0. And I could have went for a new passive weapon, maybe. I don't know. That's, oh, I don't know. So this is a bit of a very not so great situation. I kinda need to get the bone up to have boss damage, you know, to deal way more damage to them. However, if I do that, then there will be a ton of experience on the floor, and eventually I won't get any more experience, right? So I want to get King Bible up. But it's great if I get King Bible up, but then a boss comes in and kills me. Like, the next boss will just be stronger than this boss that took 2 revivals off of me. But I only have 1 revival left. And that's it then. I mean, I guess this time I have Holy Wand, but the problem is, if he's on my top right, then the Holy Wand will shoot to the top left. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. And it will just miss all of its shots. It's totally useless. It's entirely useless. Ah, that's not good. Okay, King Bible. I mean, I guess, or I could actually go for Fiera. Yeah, let's go for Fiera. Well, more explosions will actually help against the boss? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't even know. We have never gotten this far, so I don't know how good the next boss is. This one here. I think this is one that actually does take knockback. Yeah, look at this. He takes a lot of knockback. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, wait a second. My Soul Eater. Look at the damage of my Soul Eater. Every single time we revive, we went back to full health, right? Well, maybe not the one time there where we died again, but after that. And that means that is added to the healing effect of the Soul Eater. So it gave it every single time damage, right? Didn't he just die down here? How did he get over there? Dude, I'm seeing things that are not real. I don't know what's going on. Okay, bone again. I mean... No, let's go for King Bible here. Is there somewhere a red gem? Or, like, it almost feels like I'm close to the cap because I'm not getting a lot of experience. Okay, well, I'm also not really killing a lot. You know, that could be a reason. Ooh, that's not good. Look at how slowly my level is progressing. I think I'm actually about to hit the cap, where I will just take so long to level up that there is so much random experience dropped on the floor that I won't be able to go any further. So the question now is, what weapon do I want to go for? Do I want to go for bone, in hopes that it will just protect me once I get pummeled by enemies and get stuck inside of a boss, you know, to kill him? Or do I want to go for King Bible because it provides so much knockback but doesn't help against the bosses? I mean, the longer duration is also good. Okay, I'll go for bone here. And after that, I'll just, I don't know, coin flip or just whatever shows up, I guess. Oh, there's a big boy. I think this was one that doesn't... Oh, he does take knockback. I'm pretty sure that... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, my shield is still greenish? Oh, it's blue. Ooh, oh my... Oh no, they deal a lot of... Oh my god. They really deal a lot of damage, like a lot. Like, it doesn't look like a lot since I only lost a fifth of my health. But the problem is if they don't get knocked back, then they will do that damage that they did there. An insane amount of time. Okay, let's go for... No, this is overkill. This is overkill. Let's go for the books here. Maybe I should also just go for Spellbinder, since it helps out the bone a little bit. It helps out the King Bible a little bit, but it doesn't make either one of them too OP that the enemies can't get to me anymore, right? Okay, well, the boss just died down there. I don't know, it's quite unlucky. They didn't really get to my top side. Like, look at the chests here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And only 2 are up here. Well, okay, if you also add in the 2 chests that I got, right? I got 2 chests, 2 evolutions. Then there would have been 4 on top of me, but these are really far away down here. And there's the Arcana bed that obviously spawned on the bottom right, so it will never ever get to me. Well, thank you for nothing, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what to think about this. I mean, the Soul Eater is so good right now. Every single time I take damage, it just heals me back up. I'm more concerned for the enemies that become so tanky that it can't kill them anymore properly. And I won't heal anymore, right? Oh, wait, the bed is on the top right. Do you think there's a minimal chance that it will just walk in and give me an Arcana? No. No, not when it's on a diagonal with the guns. Yeah, the guns explode into it. Okay, so... speed and area... I don't think I care about that too much. Let me get the bone. Oh, no. Okay, the books are super slow. Well, but you see, the problem is the more I invest into the King Bible, the less likely it becomes that the boss gets to me. That is not knockback immune. Oh, he's also not knockback immune. Which is good, I guess? Is there only one boss on this stage that is knockback immune? I thought there were like 3. Yeah, but look at this. They all just get pushed away like crazy. I mean, that's amazing for me, but it's like... huh, I thought that was different. Come on, you can do it. Just a little bit more. No. Go back on top of me. Go back on top of me. It drops so far down that I would still get it, even if it was up here. Ah, okay, that was it. No chest. Okay, sure, whatever. Bone or Spellbinder now? Or, no, King Bible. I said King Bible. Yeah, I need additional speed there. So how much faster is it now? Let's take a look at it. No, I think this is decent enough that it will push back the enemies later on. So now I will only focus on Bone. Hold on, are we actually doing it? I wasn't talking too much, you know, because I was like, yeah, I'll eventually die. And I just realized we are 24 minutes in. And we have... wait, there was not a single stalker... I always forget about the stalker, but not a single stalker spawned in all of my attempts. And I think there were like 6 chances he could have spawned. But this character has more luck, right? Yeah. So the more luck you have, the less likely it becomes that he actually spawns. But this is amazing. And for some reason, I'm still getting all the experience around me. Like, this is the best case scenario that so many enemies are around me that I get all the experience that drops from them, right? The problematic waves are rather those where the enemies just flood in with a few and they die super duper far away. So when the Holy One kills them, up here for example, all the experience is on the floor. But no, I just keep leveling up. That's amazing. Okay, well... I have no weapon evolution right now, so I will just go for King Bible here to put it at level 8, since right now, if I get a chest, nothing will evolve. I totally forgot about that. Like, it wouldn't have been any use if the boss actually walked on top of me, aside from a free level up, I guess. Or 3, or 5, depending on what chest it is. But yeah, there we go, and I know the next level up will have King Bible, you'll see it, and there it is. Easy peasy. Okay, so now if a boss gets on top of me, which... uh-oh. No. Oh my god, he melted me. I know we are a bit stronger, but we are also way higher level, so this dude is super tanky. Don't do this to me now, game. Please. 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 No, not this late, please. Bones, do some magic. Yes! Look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at this. All blend out. It just happened. It just happened a second ago. And now the Unholy Vesper will just shred them. It will just shred them. That weapon has no damage. What is the point of this weapon? Wait, that's horrible. Wait, is it the one that deals like 60 damage? No, it's like the one... well, I see sometimes rarely 81. No, that must be the weapon. Oh, that's bone. No, that's a bone, yeah. What? Unholy Vesper is trash. What? That is no damage at all. That's a choke. That's an insult to an evolution. That is worse than Soul Eater. What? I mean, okay, sure, given is he, like the Unholy Vesper's a knockback, but if you have seen the video that I made, winning with only King Bible, and then I evolved it to Unholy Vesper, yeah, its knockback is not that great, you know? It's... ooh. Oh my god. Wait, that is... Brazier is so good for me. It will buff up the bone, it will buff up the Holy Wand more or less. Okay, this one is arguable, but it will also buff up the Unholy Vesper, right? To just hit more often. It goes faster around, so it's more secure. Oh, that's really good. But I don't have a revival left. Okay, come on, you can do it. I can't believe it. If this will work out with Heart of Fire? Honestly, I could have made a poll and just asked which Arcana will win in the end, and I don't think Heart of Fire would have been in there. Like, okay, if you think about it, there are not many Arcana that would really affect anything here, so people wouldn't go for that. But Heart of Fire is like, sure, I could see it work, but it helps you early on, and after that it doesn't help you anymore, right? But no, here it's actually still good. But for a different reason than you might think. It's not its damage, it's the explosion giving knockback to the enemy, so they stop attacking me, which is amazing. Is that a boss? Or is it just... was it a boss or just a normal creep? That was weird. Spellbinder, there we go. So I'll go for Spellbinder now, and then I will max out the Bracer. And after that, what do I do after that? I don't think there's anything left, right? Yeah, only the guns. Okay, I mean, sure, I can upgrade the guns. The guns were huge waste. No. No! Okay, oh my god. Okay. Would have loved to have the chest there. You know, he also came from the top there. Yeah, but this is a normal enemy, by the way. So what happened there is the chicken took a lot of knockback, right? So it wasn't able to really attack me. And I think, I could be wrong with this, but I think Bones got stuck inside of it. And like, I'm not memeing. Bones can actually get stuck inside of the enemy. And they deal an insane amount of damage because they bounce around inside of the enemy. But the moment they move, they bounce back. So you deal like, I don't know how much damage per second. It's crazy. It's like thousands of damage. About 28 minutes. There we go. Oh, these guys look chunky. Oh, these guys look very chunky. These guys are also not really a concern of mine. My main concern is wave 29. I mean, let's see if they can push through. I highly doubt... oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, and I'm getting just a very small trickle of experience. That most likely means the cap is very close. And it only continues giving me experience because, like, let's say for example, the cap is right now at 499 out of 500. Then I only get 1 experience every single time, right? Ooh. Yeah, I should get way more experience here. I think my shield lost a level. Oh, that's not good. Okay, Bracer or guns? I will go for guns. I think I need guns now. I need the explosions, I need additional damage, and it helps me on 4 sides, right? Okay, wow, I get... what? Where's all the damage coming from? Is it all just from 1 level in the guns? Look at this! Look at this! 69! No! Oh, goodbye. There we go. Okay, I'll keep upgrading the guns. I mean, for sure. That is amazing. Look at this. I'm getting all the levels. Here, go through even 2 more enemies. Now look at this. That's crazy. Oh my... I had no idea. That is so powerful. I mean, it was kind of obvious, right? I hinted at that by saying I don't want to max out the Fiera because it will just speed up the process that I will not get any experience anymore. But I had no idea that it's this powerful. It went from me just getting the little tiny trickle of experience into, yeah, we just got like 10 levels or so. Like here, I will max out most likely. Oh my god. No. Only 20 more seconds, come on, you can do this. There we go. I maxed out. There's no benefit. There is a benefit to leveling up now. I can heal. I can get chickens. Level me up, Scotty. There we go. Chicken. Easy heal. Okay, and I'm about to level up again. There's no way they can stop me. Please, please don't stop me. 5 seconds away. And another heal. Chicken. And 2, 1. Woohoo! Okay, it's done. But that was so much fun, actually. You know? The recording took 1.5 hours, and that just felt right. It's not too long, it's not too short, it was some struggling, but there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. I have the playlist of all the no movement challenges in the pinned comment, so yeah. If you enjoyed this one, there's more to it. See you the next time, and I'm out.